Hey guys, just thought I'd show you how I install a strap button on a guitar. I recently got a brand new guitar. The way I'm planning this out is hopefully I've released the video of the new guitar so that this won't be a spoiler alert or anything like that. You should have already seen this by now. But I'm going to go ahead and put the strap button on here, and I want to show you guys kind of what I do when I get prepared to do a strap button install on a guitar. My wife is manning the camera, so say hi to Wifey. If you'll look down here, we've got all the things that I need for a brand new guitar install, and the strap button, and a couple other things. Tools you're going to need is, I prefer to use a drill for this because cranking the screwdriver really kind of hurts your hand a while. I've got a 7/64 speed drill bit here. You can get, it's Black & Decker. These are also drill bits that are used if you want to. I originally bought this to install some brand new Spursville locking tuners on my Stratocaster, and this is the size they recommended to drill the new holes. So I've used this tremendously for different things. You're going to need a drill bit if you do this the fast way. I've just got a little battery powered drill. I've got another bit that I've got a Phillips head screw on it so that I can start the screwing of the head into it, and when it gets so tight I'll switch to a regular Phillips screwdriver. Now I'm just using a regular, good old-fashioned strap button here, nothing really fancy. It's nickel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screw out and go ahead and get it ready to install. This should hopefully come right out. There we go. Yeah, I just had to release some of the fluff that was when it was in the thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the guitar and go through that hole with the drill bit, kind of positioning where we need it. Take this drill bit, go through the hole, get it started, and then finish it up with a screw. Also, you're going to need a strap, of course. I prefer fender straps or any kind of strap that's nylon. I'm not a big fan of the leather straps. They really get stuck and shift. Don't want to move when I need them to. So I prefer, the nice nylon that's very slick. This one was like 10 bucks at a local store. It has a little pick pouch. That's kind of the going thing nowadays for straps. This is supposed to hold a pick, but it's very loose, so I wouldn't trust it. So I always go and get pick holders from my local music dealer. This was just like a $2, $3 pick holder, and this sticks on the body of the guitar, and you can use this to store picks with, because I don't like to store them in the actual guitar strings. The last thing I always get, and I recommend, is these cheap old Dunlop strap locks. And you just put them on your strap buttons and twist them, and they hold it on there so you don't have to worry about your guitar falling. Now, depending on the end pin on the body side, it may or may not fit. If it doesn't, I'll just have to use a thin pick and kind of cut a little strap lock out myself, which I've done before and I've talked about. But hopefully these will work, and these will keep my guitar from having any problems. So I'm just going to put everything where I need it, when I need it. And the strap button and the screw is going to stay here right next to me. I'm going to get my guitar out, which I should have already shown you by now, so there shouldn't be a big spoiler. This is my Breedlove case. Now this was graciously, as I've said before, hopefully by now, given to me by one of my former students for Christmas this year, and I'm really thankful to Pat for that. And it's an amazing instrument. I've wanted this for a while. If you actually go back to one of my videos where I talk about the Gatlinburg guitar vlog, you can be able to see the Breedlove Revival DR Deluxe model, and that's what this is. Standard, most of these guitars do not come with strap buttons on the neck part. They do on the body, but they don't on the neck, so that's why I need this. And what I'm going to do is I want to install this. First of all, let's take a nice look, panoramic view of this. It does have Eller bags. I think it's called the Element or some kind of pickup. I forgot what it's called. Under the saddle. Haven't had a chance to test that out yet. But we now have dots, people. You don't have to worry about knowing where I'm at on the fretboard now. I've had a lot of complaints about that. The cat came separate. She always loves to hide in guitar cases. She's always intrigued by them. But we have the nice Breedlove logo up there. Beautiful rosewood back and sides. This is called Ivoroid or something like that binding. A Honduran mahogany satin finished neck. Beautiful instrument. And I hate to have to drill into it, but I'm going to have to get that strap pin in there. So I'm going to be playing it like this, so what I want to do is get the strap pin on the underside so that you don't want it on this side because it can fall off. So I need the strap button to be on this side. So all I have to do is come over here, and I'm going to turn around so she can see over my shoulder how we're doing this. So I want the strap button to be right there to double check. Yeah, I want it to be right there. So what we need to do then is I'm going to get my drill and my strap button, and I'm going to wrap my legs around this thing so that I do not have any problems losing it, okay? We want stability there. I'm not holding a lot of pressure or anything. But once again, this drill is heavy. You don't want to drop it and bang the instrument and everything either. So what we're going to do to get it started is just find the place we want it to be at and then go for there. And usually it's going to be probably around the thickest part of the neck. We don't want it to be on a thin part. We don't want it to be up here too high. We don't want it to be down here where it's very thin. Right about that part right there is where you want it to be. So I'm just going to take this and start the drill, okay? This is not for the faint of heart. So if you're squeamish, look away. I'm going to start it slowly. And I'm going to back it out. I don't want to go too deep. Now we have a nice drilled hole that wifey can vacuum that up later. Or maybe I can. See that? Perfect. No problems there. We got a hole. Now all we do is we take the screw and I remove the bit here. And I install the other one so I can get the screw going real well. Lock it in tight so that we know we got it on there. And now we go through the process, putting the screw back in the hole, strap button, and we get that thing going, just like that. Goes so far. We take this. We don't want to over, extend it. That's about as good as it gets. Just like that, you got a strap button in less than a minute. If you prepared everything just right. Now we do the test, and that is we're going to go ahead and take our strap here. Actually, while I'm here, we go ahead and install my pick holder. Okay, so we install my pick holder, and as far as I know, you want to look up this up for sure. I'm not for sure, but doing this, since these do not come with strap buttons, usually do not void the warranty, okay? This has no warranty on it now since it's been given to me. I'm a second owner. Actually, I'm a third owner. I think he got it off another guy. But, so I don't have to worry about voiding one. So now you cannot see that, but it will hold my strap securely in place. So you might want to research that, but I don't think it voids the warranty when you do this. Now, the pick holder, I'm going to want it to be like this, where I can actually, get to it. So I usually just kind of get a distance here, and then I put it right in the middle somewhere. This comes with a sticky, and then I also put it right in the middle of here. So I try to center it both ways, and then I'm good to go. So take my sticky stuff off. Yeah. Now what I'll do is I'll just kind of hover it above where I need it to, and when I get ready, see, my finger is actually longer than that pick holder. I don't know if you can see that, but it's extending past that so that it's a brace. I don't have to worry about the thing sticking until I get ready to release it. So I'm going to be about center from here, and then just easily push it down on there, just like so. Push it down on the in the middle. And there you go. It's ready to go. So now I can take my picks and stick them in here. I have a blue chip pick, another blue chip pick on order, engraved with my name on it. It was an extra $5, but it's totally worth it. And for now though, I'm going to go switch back to the Dunlop Tortex 1.14 Black, which is, I've sung these praises forever until I got a blue chip. This is kind of like my standard. So I'm going to put these in here. And just like that, we now have a pick where I can reach down and get them, just like that. And now I have my strap. So all I have to do is come over here, take this strap. Now this fender strap came with, you know, the standard shoestring so that you could tie it on the headstock. I don't like that. That leaves for a lot of control, so we'll just take this and let the cat play with it. Alright, so now we just take the tag, pull it off just like that. And usually the side with the logo is the side that goes up front. So I'm going to take this, and now this is on the other side. I'm going to take it and wrap it around there, trying to get loosened up here enough. And wrap this around and kind of squeeze it in and install that bad boy the best way we can. It probably takes longer to get the strap on than it does to install it. So once that's on there, to make sure that I do not drop this $3-4 grand guitar. This is usually the front side, I do believe, so this goes on the front. I'll take this and begin twisting that strap lock, and it is now in place. This strap is not coming off, okay? Strap button is on there securely. I don't have to worry about it, you know, losing it. Okay, so now we go on this side, and this is the strap. Now notice, you see that little thin amount there? This may not fit with a strap lock. I'll probably have to get a thin pick and make my own strap lock, but that's fine. So we're going to take this little fender thing out of here, make sure that I've got this on the correct side, just like that. I'm going to put the strap on here on the back, same way. You kind of have to pinch it to get it started. Like I said, this can take longer than the actual installation of the strap button itself. I've got to wiggle it around a little bit. These new straps are kind of hard to get on. You can just kind of work with them until they get there. Almost got that. This is almost too thick of a strap for this button, but I don't know what's going to work. There we go. Turn it inside out if we can. Almost got it. Right there, my friends, is a tight fit. These are durable straps, so I'll give it to Fender. I've had the same strap for years for my acoustic guitar, and it's a Fender as well, and it's lasted me for a long time. I'll tell you right now, I probably won't get that strap lock on here, and I don't want it breaking off, so I'm going to widen that just a little bit. Try to get that pulled out just a little bit. See, you know, it's taking longer to get the strap on than it did to actually install the thing. There we go. Almost got it. Just get that side in there if I can get it tucked in. Alright, so that's there. And that's the strap. And it does not want to go inside on the other side, on the underside here. The other side's going in fine, but that doesn't want to go in alright. So what I'm probably going to have to do is, well, I can't really do anything about it. I just have to hope that that doesn't slip. I mean, I don't have a way to put a lock on there because typically these in-pin jacks that I've had experience with that actually have input here are very thin like that, and you can't, there's no way I can get anything else over the top of that. I really can't even get a pick over the top of that like I normally would. Unless I push this down even further into the actual button, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. So I'll just have to come up with a solution as far as getting that in there. But anyway, I may be able to get a pick in there. It's going to take some maneuvering. So the other thing is, to give you an idea, on this strap, this is supposed to be a pick holder, so let's try it out. This is why I always get my own pick holders, and sometimes you have to lick your finger to get that out. So if I put my picks in here, let's see if they do all right. I can tell you that that's very loose. If I put it on, I'll be able to access it just fine, but I don't know, it's in there pretty nice. It just fell out. I do not trust that for my pick holder, folks. That's why I get a pick holder like that, and it works just fine, okay? So in I'd say it was less than a minute. I'll have to go back and look. Less than a minute, I've got my strap installed. This side's locked because it's a thicker strap. And this side I'm going to have to do some work on. So thanks for watching. I'll go ahead and say goodbye, and we'll get ready to get another video. This has been how to install a guitar strap button in hopefully less than a minute on your brand new guitar. Thanks so much for watching. So what we're going to try to do now is I've decided to go ahead and try to make a pick lock with a pick. And you might have to zoom in for this. What you usually want to do is kind of do like a V. Just take any pick. This is just kind of like a medium gauge pick, so that it's thick enough to have some leverage here. You're just going to kind of take and make like a little V on both sides, just like that. So I'm going to come up here from the back and try to get me a V going here. Just barely. So this is a pair of bone shears, by the way. Just regular kitchen bone shears. And I use this for everything except for actual bones. Serves really good purpose on that. So now let's go to the other side. What I'll do is I'll actually go from this side and line it up with that on the other side. And then I'll angle it. And that way it'll be even. So we get that tip going. Just like that. The pick is gone. Now we've got to make a hole, and this is the toughest part. So we've got to come in and make ourselves a little hole here so that we can have an actual pick lock. Make sure your fingers are out of the way so that you don't kill your fingers and snap them off and all that stuff. You don't want none of that happening. You want to still be able to play guitar. Okay, so now I'm going to go on the other side. Kind of try the same thing here. I actually learned this on YouTube, I believe. So now we have a suitable pick lock. It's very thin, so I've got a little bit of room to move with after working with this thing here. So we're going to kind of bring that up a little bit. It's messy, I know, but it's suitable. Alright, so let's try this. I've been working with a strap here trying to get it to go. Now all we got to do is somehow get that pick to go underneath that. So it requires a little bit of bending and moving around. And we'll see what happens here. Stuck in the strap is what's the tough part about it. Let's try it from a different angle. You may go through several picks like this if you try this. I've just got to get, oh, almost got it. Just got to get under that enough to where that it's not going to move. I don't like the way that looks, but I may have to suffice for now. You may have to actually cut deeper into the pick as well, so it'll go a little bit further down. I think it's what I'm going to do, just a little bit deeper. We don't want the pick to break on the back side for sure. But I want it to be on there secure, so another thing I might want to do is go ahead and trim just a hair on the sides. Let's see what that does. See, the problem is that this strap is very thick and it does not want to get in there. And I have to kind of push it down just to get this pick slid under there. There we go. Perfect. Now over time, the strap will wear away. I mean, I've got the other strap for my Martin, like I said, and it will wear away with time. But for right now, that's a homemade pick lock, strap lock. It's not coming off. And I don't want to yank this too hard because I don't want to, get the end pin loose. But and you might want to prefer to do whatever color your strap is. Like this should be a black, but I don't really care. As long as it's on, it's going to keep it secure and I don't have to worry about it. So now I will just tag that on the end of this video and say that's the complete setup that I need for this. And all I have to do now is to adjust the strap because there's no way I'm fitting in that. See you next time.